Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, guys. Good morning, girls. Welcome to Al Manhal Schools for American Diploma. Today, inshallah, you will study exercises on polygons in the plane. Okay, this lesson you studied before in math, in geometry. Okay, but first, remember what you studied in this lesson. For example, if you have a line segment AB and point C, which is midpoint of AB, and coordinates of A, x1 and y1, but coordinates of BE, x2 and y2. You studied three important rules. This distance, like AB. Second rule, midpoint, which is C, and slope, which is the slope of AB. Okay, first, what's the distance between A and B, or what's the length of AB? Square root x1 minus x2 all power 2 plus y1 minus y2 all power 2. But the midpoint of AB, which is C, equals ordered pair of sum of x's, x1 plus x2 over 2, and sum of y's, y1 plus y2 over 2. This is the midpoint. But the slope of AB equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or we can say y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So in the plane you have three rules. Let's go to some exercise. Number one, determine whether triangle ABC is scalene, isosceles, or equilateral. Okay, first, remember what's the difference between them. Scalene triangle has three unequal sides. Isosceles has two equal sides, but equilateral has three equal sides. So I want to find length of each side, AB, BC, and AC. But first, mention coordinates of each. Coordinates of A is, yes, good, 1 and 3, x and y. B is, yes, good, 3 and negative 1. But C is, excellent, negative 2 and 0. So how to find AB? Yes, using rule of distance, square root of x1 minus x2 all power 2 plus y1 minus y2 all power 2. So AB equal square root of 1 minus 3 all power 2 plus 3 minus negative 1 will be positive 1 all power 2. Okay, it will be 2 root 5. 2 times square root of 5. This AB. What about BC? BC equals square root, the same rule. Negative 2 minus 3 all power 2 plus 0 minus negative 1 all power 2. It will be plus 1. Negative 2 minus 3 all power 2 plus 0 minus negative 1 all power 2. Okay. It will be square root of 26. Third side is AC. Find the length of it using distance rule is 1 minus negative 2 all power 2 plus 3 minus 0 all power 2. 3 minus 0 all power 2. Okay. It will be 3 root 2. We noted that three sides are unequal. So this triangle is what? Yes, good, scalene triangle. Scalene triangle. Okay, next one, triangle JKL. First, I want to find JK. Then I will find KL. Then finally JL. Okay, by the same rule of the distance, square root, negative 5 minus 5 power 2 plus 5 0 minus 8 all power 2. Okay. Okay, it will be square root of 164. KL is square root of 5 minus 4 all power 2 plus 8 minus negative 1 all power 2. Okay. It will be square root of 82. But JL is square root of negative 5 minus 4 all power 2 plus 0 minus negative 1 all power 2. It will be square root of 82. We notice that here. We notice that what? We notice that you have two equal sides and the third one is different. So this triangle is what? This triangle is isosceles triangle. Isosceles. Okay, so by this method you can mention type of triangle. Find distance or three lengths of three sides of triangle. Let's go to the next. Determine whether the parallelogram is a rhombus, rectangle, square, or none. Okay, so I have a parallelogram, but how to mention this figure will be rhombus, rectangle, or square. Okay, really you have many ways to solve this idea, but the easiest one, first check. If you have right angle in this figure, so this figure will be rectangle or square. Will be rectangle or square. Okay? But if you have no right angle, so maybe rhombus or none. Maybe rhombus or none. So first I want to check. I have a right angle or not. How to check this? You studied before that condition of perpendicularity of two lines that slope 1 times slope 2 equal negative 1. If you have two lines, slope product of their slopes equal negative 1, so they are perpendicular. So I want to select any two adjacent sides, for example, PO and OS, for example. So I want to find slope of PO and slope of OS. Slope of PO, the rule of the slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the slope of PO is 2 minus 0 over negative 1 minus 0. It will be negative 2. But slope of OS is 0 minus 0 over 4 minus 0. It will be 0. Is the product of their slopes equal negative 1? Negative 2 times 0 equal negative 1? No, it's impossible. So you have no right angle. So this figure will be not rectangle and not square. Not rectangle, not square. Or maybe rhombus or none. Maybe rhombus or none. Okay, how to check this figure will be rhombus or not? Okay, you have many ways else. For example, check diagonals. If the diagonals are perpendicular, so this figure will be rhombus. Okay, let's go to diagonals. Find the slope of diagonals. Slope of PS and slope of OT. Slope of PS equals 2 minus 0 over negative 1 minus 4. Will be negative 2 over 5. Slope of OT, equals 2 minus 0 over 3 minus 0. It will be 2 over 3. Is the multiplication of them equal negative 1? No, so they are not perpendicular. If the two diagonals are not perpendicular, so the figure will be not rhombus, so the figure is none what? Non rhombus, non-rhombus, rectangle, or square. Okay? Yes. Let's go to the last question. L, M, N, P. Okay, first, okay, you can check this figure will be rectangle or square by using any two adjacent sides. So you will find slopes of them. For example, I will select MN and NP. Find slope of MN. Slope of MN equal 3 minus 2 over 3 minus 5. 3 minus 2 over 3 minus 5. It will be 1 over negative 2, which is negative 2, negative 1 over 2. And find slope of NP equals 2 minus 1 over 5 minus 3. It will be 1 over 2. Is the multiplication of them equal negative 1? No. So the diagonal, so no right angle. So this figure will be not rectangle and not square, but maybe rhombus. How to check? Yes, find the slopes of diagonals. Slope of Ln and slope of MP. Okay. Slope of Ln equal 2 minus 2 over 1 minus 5. It will be 0. But slope of MP, 3 minus 1 over 3 minus 3, which is 2 over 0, which is undefined. So slope of Ln means what? Means that Ln is horizontal. And slope of MP equal undefined, so that means it is vertical. So if you have two lines, vertical and horizontal, so they are perpendicular? Yes. So we can say diagonals are perpendicular. So this figure will be rhombus. Will be rhombus. Thank you for listening and meet you after inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.